Hi fam, this is Minister Eileen Nicole and I'm coming to you with another video. So we are going to be talking about the 7 games narcissists like to play. The mind games of a narcissist. So the first one is gaslighting. Gaslighting is when they try to manipulate or twist or bend your reality. So they'll say, oh, well, um, I didn't just um, I was or like they'll say a mean joke or they'll do something physically to you like hit you or beat you up and then try to make it seem like it wasn't what you thought it was. It wasn't necessarily as serious as you took it. It's like trying to bend or warp your reality. Or they'll tell a really horrible joke and try to make it seem like it's not as bad as you think it is. Ha ha ha! It's just a joke. They're trying to bend or alter your reality or your thinking about what was actually done to you. That's basically witchcraft. Um, Number two is projection. They will project onto you how they're feeling. So if they're feeling insecure about something, they'll say, "Oh well, you can't learn a new language. You know you're not such a good reader." But really, that's their truth about themselves. It's not necessarily the truth about you. But they'll use that to project on you, and hopefully it'll work. But that's a trick. It's a mind trick. A lot of people don't catch it because sometimes it's really subtle. Um, and just because they can't do something, they'll say, "Oh, well, you can't do that." But really, it's them that can't do it. Sometimes when people do that, it's unintentional, but a lot of times it is intentional. And number three is they like to guilt trip. They definitely like to pull on your heartstrings and make it seem like if you don't do this, this is like the worst thing. You're the worst person in the world if you don't um, do what it is that they're asking you to do. They'll tear you down just so that they can try to build you up. This will come with ad hominem attacks, insults about your what how you're moving, or they'll just tear you down and make you seem like the worst of the worst, just so that they can slide in there and add what they really want, which is for you to make a move that they would want you to make. Number four is the silent treatment, where they just won't do or say anything to like you could even be in a position where you need assistance or help, and they won't do or say anything to help you, all because you weren't moving in the way that they or behaving in the way that they wanted you to behave. Number four is feigned ignorance. This is when um, they do something and they act like, well, there's an excuse. There's always some type of excuse that they have for it. Um, there's a reason why they can't do this, or there's a reason why they can't do that. There's always some type of placeholder for their accountability, right? But not them. They can't hold their accountability by themselves. They'll have to place something there. There's a reason why they can't do it. Number six is they like to play victim. This is probably the biggest like example of it because um, it's really wrapped up in a few different things, but they'll play victim and act like um, you know after if the guilt trip doesn't work, then they'll go into, oh well, woe is me. I can't believe this is happening, or this 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 horrible thing just happened to me, and then they'll try to use that again to pull on your heartstrings to get you to move in a particular way. And then number seven is they like to throw tantrums. So like let's say all of that happened and none of it worked. The last thing they'll do is they'll throw tantrums. They'll say that if you don't do this, they're going to go ahead and do that. If you don't do this, this is going to happen. If you don't do this, that's going to happen. It's a big tantrum, or it could get physical to where they want to physically assault you. So those are the 7 mind games that narcissists play. These are the things that you need to know because, well, for one, you don't want to fall into these traps. And for two, this is going to mess with your peace of mind and peace of heart. To fall into these traps, you're at the whim of this narcissist and this person, and they're controlling you. And what they call that is a flying monkey, right? So usually the narcissist, the main goal is to pull on your heartstrings so that they can get you to do an action that they want you to do. If they can't pull on your heartstrings, then they're going to get physical with you. So it's important that you kind of cut it right when you start to notice it, and just get away from this person or get off the phone with this person, because they're going to fly off. They're going to fly off because this is really all they have. They don't have they don't have compassion. Narcissists lack compassion, and this is why they use these tactics. So if you're a person with compassion, they'll try to use that against you. Your own nature, they'll try to use that against you because they don't have it, but they recognize what it is. Um, but you want to keep your peace. Yeah, stay at peace with yourself and with your own abilities and capabilities. um, but also, you can still stay at peace with the narcissist. Just humbly leave the conversation or leave the vicinity of where this is happening. If you are in a relationship with the person, um, the next action that you should do is to be just very perceptive of what's happening, and then try to respond in a non-emotional way, to where they feel like they should just try again in a different way, or a different way, and then find a way to eventually get out of that type of relationship. But yeah, just be very perceptive and try to respond to where you're not over emotional, because then they're going to try to use that. And if they can't use it, then that's when they're going to fly off. If they feel like they've got you and then you don't do the action, that's when they're going to get mad. But if you are not going along with it, they'll just try to redo it in a different way. So just try to do that. All right. Well, that's 7 mind games that narcissists play. I hope that this helps. Bye.